Hello!
Hello.
We are here with C14 dating and oh, wait, hang on a
What?
second. Apparently
What have you done?
I'm going
What?
for what? I don't know what
What have you done?
I have no idea. I've done a thing. Okay, right, escape. Load that one again. No. Hang on, where is it?
What have you done?
Right, load game, that one.
Cleo's broken the space-time continuum, apparently.
I don't know. I touched my mouse wheel. How very dare I? Yes.
I think that may allow you to scroll backwards and forwards through
Yes,
text
I don't know
boxes.
which way it goes though. And it's weird. And
Faces
every
weird.
time I make a point and do emphasis, I'm moving both my fingers backwards and forwards like I would on a mouse. Because apparently that's what I do.
Well, you kind of rub things when you're trying to be really...
With both fingers. Yeah. So it's just like...
Yep.
Really ginger erotic massage, basically.
like someone who's trying to stimulate a young lady, but is really unsure of themselves.
Yeah, basically.
Two
young ladies. Two young ladies, because I'm doing both fingers. So.
Oh, that's true, yes. By both fingers, I thought you meant on separate hands, or?
Oh, yeah, on separate hands.
Yeah, okay.
So...
I think you meant both fingers on one.
Or maybe conjoined No, I'm not even going to go there. Hello, Kitty. Why is it? And when I talk, you always come over. Stop it. I said Kitty for a reason.
What? I wasn't laughing. I wasn't making anything.
I don't believe
I was laughing because your cat always comes over when you want to record with me.
I know.
I find it amusing that your cat just seems to want to annoy you then.
Oh, yeah, specifically then. I mean, we did a whole flipping roleplay session the other day for like 3 hours. Nothing then.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Your cat likes me, but is scared of everyone else.
No, this one loves everyone else.
All right.
So maybe there's just like, there's a new person. I can hear them. I can't smell them though. What's wrong with you?
Yes. Why are you inside the computer? I'll get you out by eating these wires.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it, Puddin'? I know.
Yeah.
Okay, game. Anyway. We're playing C14 dating, as I was saying before I broke the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
We're starting over again. Hello!
Hello!
I can't be bothered. You know what we should have done? We should have started over when I hit load again. And... no, screw it. It's in now. It's in now.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's less effort now, so...
Yeah, basically.
It's just... leave it in.
Anyway, so how long have you two... known each other, I'm assuming. Chantel translated my question and Joan counted on her fingers.
Oh God, look at that sideways glance. Kind of.
Oh, she was Elmo, wasn't she? It was Tickle Me Elmo. We were 12!
Is that... Which one's that? Yes, the yellow one. The yellow name is the girl in green?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's the German.
Yes.
Elmo
is the one who's thrusting her chest at us.
Yeah. Well, the other one is basically pushing her arms to the side to push her boobs forward to give her cleavage. So, neither of them are particularly, subtle. Around there, I met Joan at the local swimming pool. She was crying because she dropped something in the deep end, and it was too far for her to reach. It hurts?
What?
It hurt. I don't know. She pointed to her head, and I knew she referred to the water pressure. Okay, right. Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
We don't know how deep the deep end was, or how soft her skull was. So.
I'm assuming based on characters, very soft, because it's a brain damage joke, which I probably shouldn't make, but never mind. So I volunteered, and it took forever. But I managed to find it. What was it again? A bracelet? I think necklace. I'm not sure. Anyway.
A necklace in the swimming pool. That's just asking for trouble.
You'd be surprised. I've seen people... It's particularly on holiday in really cheap beach resorts, where they just wear these big giant chains of like, I'm so cool in my swimming suit and my necklace.
Beach? Why are you in a place like that?
because
Club
growing up I
1830
was
or
very
something.
not rich.
Yeah, but you can still be, have taste. That's...
When I say cheap, I mean not expensive.
right, by cheap. I thought you meant kind of tacky.
The people who were there were specifically tacky, but
Was it
cheap.
all inclusive? So you got little arm brands, so you could eat all an infinite
Yeah,
amount of sandwiches.
I was 8. It was my first time abroad, because I think that was the time when my dad started working at the airport. So
Presumably money off flights then, or something.
yeah, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Money off flights, and I think there was a travel agency with the company, so
So you got money off the
the whole
other
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna
See,
lie. When it was
what-
8, going on holiday abroad was out of this world.
When I was 8, my parents used to take me to music festivals for the summer because my dad was in one of the bands. So,
Unfortunately, my parents weren't that sort of person. My dad took me camping. I remember specifically when I was 9, we went camping. And I got so sick from eating something rotten that I projectile vomited and shat from both ends at the same time.
Wow.
And my mum didn't want to go camping, so she didn't go with us. So my dad was on his own having to take care of me. And I was proper sick. Did you know that they had campus doctors in some places? Like proper doctors, like GPs, that you could just go to and they would just give you a cupful of drugs.
Okay.
I had a cupful of, I think, something to stop me throwing up. And so the next, that day, basically, I was laying in the back of the car and my dad just packed down everything. We went home.
Just gonna screw this.
Yeah, because I was
Put your
that
head
ill.
out one end and aim your bum towards the other window.
Oh
and,
no, I just slept. It was like 5 hours home. So yeah. Anyway, random holidays.
Well, while we're talking about holiday poop,
Go on then.
well, growing up at music festivals, and there were world music festivals as well. Now, think of all the food stalls of all these interesting new foods that people aren't used to, right? Then think of a normal festival toilet and combine the two ideas. And now you'll know why I never complain about the state of a toilet ever. Because I've seen worse.
Do you know why I never complain about the state of a toilet?
Rude.
Because that too. I was on my geology field trip to Tunisia, and we went to a mine, and I really needed a toilet, and they said, we have a toilet, but it's for men, and it was one of those standing toilets. Think about that. All male, not particularly sanitary, with bugs. I know. I didn't like it either. So yes, aside from it's rude, also I've seen lots worse. So yeah. Anyway, enough shitting stories. Oh, necklace. Anyway, we didn't see each other again until we started the same high school together. Been friends since. Oh, that's a sweet story. Probably bullshit.
Yep.
I'm surprised you can't remember what you dropped, John. It must have been important if it made you cry. I forget objects, but not Chantal's kindness.
That's not Elmo.
I know.
That's Spaced Out Girl. That's Spaced Out Magic Girl from whatever the other game
Oh
was.
God, I can't remember.
To
To be honest, I'm trying to get Elmo, but I just can't get there.
You just get concussed.
Yeah.
Concussed little girl.
I'll try and do Elmo, but to do it, I need to do Elmo's laugh if I'm gonna do it. So that bit, just so I can get into the right frame of mind for it, and that makes you just sound creepy.
Whereas doing the Psycho Killer Girl voice doesn't. Okay.
I'm quite happy doing the psycho. I trust psycho killers more than I trust Elmo.
Never trust someone who smiles all the time. They're up to something.
Yes. Kindness. I help because I like the challenge. Despite her words, the two grinned fondly. I really enjoyed their little stories. That's
Why?
really,
I mean,
that's really condescending to start with.
Yeah, and it's not really a story. It's more of a short anecdote. It's barely even that, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's not a really good one either because no
No.
one pissed or shit everywhere.
Nothing entertaining happened, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we met because we were at the same swimming pool.
Yeah, and then
And we went to school together.
Yeah, basically. That's a lot shorter story, and you know, it gets onto decent stuff a lot faster. Kitty, shut up. Like that. Well done.
Waiting for it.
I was waiting for it, but no, apparently not. Oh.
Yay!
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Kitty. See you on the flip side.
Yeah.
And I did it. I made a trowel.
Yeah.
Apparently, I have to log a report about a trowel. Corpse is doing something else, I'm sure. Oh,
Well, yeah. I was just looking at Google.
Yeah, Corpse was ignoring this entirely. That's fine.
Well, what was I going to go? Ooh, click the thing. Click the square. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have turned off puzzles. Why is it always girls?
Why is it always girls? It's normally not.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping it was going to be all boys because most of these games you have one sex of a protagonist and everyone else is the opposite sex. I'm getting pretty miffed that that's not the case. I'll be honest.
Damn this inclusivity.
Yes. Pasta again. What's with all the high calorie stuff anyway? Well, considering you're in a cave, on your hands and knees,
Digging a hole. Plus they have to feed about 40 people.
Yeah, doing meticulous work. You can't really have like chicken salad for everyone.
God, everyone would no one would get up in the morning.
I grinned as I watched Chantel shovel another forkful of Alfredo tortellini into her mouth. I like tortellini. It's just like,
I'm not a pasta fan. But...
I don't eat a lot, but I do quite like it when I do get it. But took you that long to notice. Besides, it's the easiest, most inexpensive stuff to make. All you have to do is throw stuff into a pot, let it boil, and use pre-made sauces. Plus, it gives you energy after all that digging and lab work. True, but variety.
Grumpy face.
Yeah.
Look at a grumpy face.
Variety would be nice. It's mostly chili, some type of soup, macaroni, again with the pasta. She trailed off, and we continued eating. A moment later, Chantel let out an unexpected sigh. Something up? Is it about the food again? No. I feel bad about what happened with DeAndre. He was already struggling to pass the elective, and the near fall.
Yeah, fall, remember? He's the one who hurt his head, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? I don't remember.
No, he wasn't. He was...
No.
Ah, that was the other one with the hearing aid who fell off.
The near fall made it... Oh, no, hang on. He was the one that knocked the thing over in the first place, wasn't it?
Oh, is he just having a crisis of confidence?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, God, it's going to turn into some kind of bloody 80s Tom Cruise film. He was a fill-in-blank. A pretty good fill-in-blank. Then he had a crisis of confidence.
And then he became...
And then through the love of a good woman, he became a really good blank again.
Yeah. That's pretty much... well done. Well done. You have summed up the 80s in a nutshell.
Yeah, I only had to nick a bit from a stand-up comedian.
No, yeah, good. I'm glad that won't come back on us. I like the fact that you said where you got your sauce from too, so
Yeah. But damn, what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. Oh, that's annoying.
It's all right. Does not belong to Corpse. Is a stand-up comedian. So when Corpse remembers his name, he'll let us know. It's fine.
I can remember the name of a number of characters he played, but not him. Of course. Of course. The actual useful thing. That's sticking me at all.
Yeah. Plus, it was kind of my fault too. I wonder if they'll fail him.
Why was it your fault?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Can they do that? Literally, can he do that? Of course, our teachers aren't here for us to pass. We need to at least perform satisfactorily. That's not a performance issue. That's an accident.
Yeah.
Accidents? I don't know if people know this, but accidents happen. Even if you're the most careful person alive, accidents happen. Basically,
and that's why you should always use protection. Full plate armour at all times.
Yes. basically, don't break stuff, don't fumble on document reports, and finish our square. Okay. Well, now that I think about it, I hardly see him in the cave at all. Our chat
He's scared of the cave.
Bless his heart. Our chat continued until we finished our meals. One of the volunteers stacked my plates. My mind drifted to DeAndre. He's probably just across the road. You can go see him.
What? He's just
Yeah.
He's just sat on one of the other benches. I'm over it.
I really hope they won't fail him for an accident. How was he anyway? At lunch he laughed and even retold the story to the students who weren't there. That's not a good thing to do if you're having a crisis of confidence. Should I go to DeAndre or talk to Hendrik about it? I'm going to go to Hendrik because can't get enough of those geology puns.
Yeah.
I should ask Hendrik directly and maybe convince him otherwise. Mostly because I prefer Hendrik.
Yeah, because that was an obvious decision of which one do you want to bang?
Yeah, well, sorry. I just prefer him because, to be honest, out of all of them, it's either going to be DeAndre or Hendrik. And I prefer Hendrik because he's less annoying, to be honest. My thought of reasons why I entered the museum. Don't fail a professional rugby player. Huh? Don't fail a professional... Hang on.
What?
Oh, she's talking about going through her mind about
what
to say to Hendrik. He tried really, really hard, honest. Isn't there another way? And that's why you shouldn't fail him. Huh?
Us? Huh? You sit there after about 10-minute tirade going, I wasn't going to.
Hendrik, who had his back to me, spun around in the office chair as he pounded his chest, coughing. I bet what she happened. She just walked in, and that's why you shouldn't fail him. And he's just like,
you haven't said anything.
What the fuck are you on?
You haven't given any plan or anything. Or any reasons. You've just said the end of the statement. It's...
Nestled in his back was a bowl of sliced fried potatoes. I wasn't sure, but I wasn't...
Fried potatoes?
I know. That's like chips. Wasn't focused on the meal, but the fact I startled him. Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
I admit him. So, that surprised me. Something up? What about failing?
Why is he blushing?
What's he doing with the potato?
Oh, God. Change my mind. Abort. I was thinking up reasons not to fail DeAndre, and I blurted out as soon as I spotted you, for some reason.
I see, it's sweet of you to be concerned for him. Unfortunately, the decision has already been made. Augustine has failed him, and I can't turn the grade over.
Holy shit!
Augustine's a dick, but...
He is an absolute arse. Then...
However...
Oh, God.
If he wants to try again, there's always a second chance. It's up to him. We're understaffed this summer, and it hasn't been easy getting students the help they need, especially if they haven't brought up their struggling with the elective.
Okay.
I'd like all of the students who come here to have a good experience. I mean, how many people can say they've excavated an archaeological site? Apparently everyone in Belgium. Not many. And to most, it'll be the one and only time, and I want it to be memorable. Is this why you came to see me?
Pretty much. Yes, that, yes. Pretty much. Thanks for letting me know, Hendrik. It wasn't because of what happened yesterday, right?
Oh, gosh, no, that's our fault. Every time I pass the heat lamp, I remind myself to reposition it later. Of course, it brought up something Kyle has been advocating for the past year or so, and I don't like how my uncle is considering it.
Okay, this is intriguing. What's that?
Some form of health and safety. I say that only archaeology students, ones who are genuinely interested in the subject, should be able to take this elective. How excluding is that?
I'm not going to lie, it would make sense.
Why is anyone else taking it?
Yeah, I mean...
There is that.
There is that. On one hand, making Kaelin Cove available to... I think if you are taking things away from them...
Yeah, that's bad, but
archaeological finds.
The impression I got from everything else in this game was that they had no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the speed at which you find things out would be drastically reduced.
That is true.
So, I'm much more into speed archaeology. That would be an Ed Izzard quote.
So just dingle-ding.
I have no idea what
Hear ye, hear ye.
I have no idea.
Speed archaeology is ZombieCleo's preference. Hear ye, hear ye.
No, that was the cats knocking something over glass outside, and I have no fucking idea what is glass outside. So, yeah, anyway. On one hand, making Kaling Cave available to only archaeology students meant they'd always have
Oh, excuse me.
Die quietly, will you?
Ow.
My cats have decided that they're going to run in and out of the back door repeatedly. And I've literally... You know that type of deep cleaning you do where you just throw everything into the middle of the floor so you can get to the baseboards?
No.
Oh, well, I've been doing that today. So everything's in the middle of the floor. So they're just going to shove everything out of the way. And I've actually got a cushion next to the door because they like to sit on it to look out the window.
Yeah.
And one of them was just standing on the cushion and the other one just leapt at the cushion and the cushion just skidded out the door. I was surprised you didn't hear that. Poor Atlas, you're so stupid. Anyway, on the one hand, making Kaling Cave available only to the archaeology students meant they'd always have a group passionate about the subject and its related fields, maybe cut down on mistakes or mishaps. That's the thing, it's only a maybe, isn't it?
Yeah. They're still not trained.
They're still not trained, so, you know...
They're just more likely to be keen.
Yeah, that's about it.
However, anyone who signed up for this should be keen, because if they have a choice, and if they don't have a choice, then they shouldn't be forced into it to begin with. So...
Corpse.
I'm confused.
Corpse is now affecting the entire education system of another country. So
what? By the process of don't be an arse, basically.
Yeah, I know. However, it meant fewer people participating and denying them a chance for a new experience. Yeah, I kind of wouldn't it be better? It would be, but I can sort of see where it's coming from. But
people should be allowed to help out.
Yeah.
One thing, even standard archaeological digs have huge numbers of volunteers.
They do, don't
just
they?
clean finds with a toothbrush and a bucket of water.
Yeah. So
don't. Yeah.
Don't exclude people. It's fine.
Yeah.
I agree. That does seem rather excluding. I'm sure there's a valid point, but is it worth it in the long run?
Not at all. With my tiny mouth. Besides, there's more than 5 students. We get no more than 5 students a year. Honestly, if you did that, even if they excavated more efficiently, it wouldn't match the work of 20 or 30 students.
He's got a point.
Plus, we'd be denying students a unique experience, I think. Trying to think of an example as well.
Does it involve food?
Not this time. Does it involve rocks? Melissa, did you always want to be an archaeologist?
No. Not really. I entered the university with other goals in mind and wandered into anthropology instead. That doesn't happen at UK universities. You go for a specific course.
Yeah, you sign up for a course.
And the course that I signed up for was psychology and criminology.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I ended up in geology. So, whilst you can change courses, and I have experience of this, it's a fucking nightmare. It's a really hard thing to do. And you basically have to say, well, none of your course credits just go into the other stuff because they're not even fucking related fields. I will point out, I did a psychology and geology A-level. So
you took psychology and geology, not psychology geology, because that's what it sounded like. Which is
psychology
really
of geology.
Weird.
Yes.
The psychology of rocks.
It's a really fucking easy course.
Yeah. What are they thinking? Nothing. It's a rock, you tit.
Anyway, sorry.
Is that go? It also happens to some of the students who are only in their first year.
That's a good point.
They try out this elective and end up enjoying it so much they switch degrees. Kyla was one of them.
Then Kyla's a twat.
Kyla's a massive hypocrite. Okay.
Yeah, so effectively we've just discovered that Kyla's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And a twat. Kyla, really, you think it was his childhood dream? What was he originally going into?
Porn. It was, what was it again? He was going for a teaching degree. I think it was pressure from his parents, though, and I don't know the full story. He rarely talks to me, so it's all second-hand information. Even if they don't get into archaeology in the end, some of the students still visit years from now. A few even bring their kids because they have fond memories of it. It's pretty rewarding, apart from with the children.
Yes. Remember that he still had dinner. He jabbed at a chunk of potato and put it into his mouth, and he frowned as he chewed it.
Ugh, it's cold. It's cold, so cold. It's the last time we chatted like this. Didn't I nearly burn the sauce? What is it with you making me forget about my meals?
Mostly because she doesn't stop talking enough for you to eat. Because my conversations are super engaging.
Heh, seems so.
Well, you could say that a little bit more enthusiastically, you bastard.
So, yes, it's definitely true, yeah.
What are you eating, by the way? Potatoes? Because that's not allowed!
Just some fried apples and onions. It's not much, but it fills you up.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. I don't like onions, for one thing.
I like both of those things, but putting them... I need to try this. I need to try this now.
Yeah, the same way you're going to try bubble tea at some point.
Well, if I'm coming up to visit you, there's a place to do that.
There's a dozen places around here.
Exactly.
It's become a thing in the last couple of years.
Well, we've got to get on top of that, though. We've got some time to do that.
Every time I read descriptions outside, I think, oh, that sounds all right. Oh, God, when I get to the bottom. That sounds really nice. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't.
When I get there, we're going to have to go and do that just for the... Just so
go.
Right, I will take my camera. I mean, we're not going to show our faces because we're not insane. But I'll take my camera and we can record our reactions at the time.
We could use.
Huh?
I've got masks.
Masks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm confident enough to be, out in public with masks.
That's all right. I've got other equipment that, other costume stuff to completely change your body shape as well.
No, I'm good. I just don't want to be on camera at all.
Like
it's fine. I wrinkled my nose at the unlikely combination and he chuckled.
It's not. I'm not that much of a cook, which is why I keep the recipe simple.
Then why is every conversation we've had so far evolved into food in some way?
He's not a good cook, but he's really greedy.
He's just fucking hungry. Anyhow, I'll get out of your hair now. Later, Hendrik. Approach the door frame and I pause as I think of something. Hendrik, did you always want to be a geologist?
Since I could remember. Really?
Really?
Both my parents in the field, and he was only natural as their passion would rub off on me. I got his image of the grubby pops on his face.
I'm not going to lie. Geology isn't necessarily a passion. It's more sort of like, that's actually pretty neat. But you have to know shit about geology before it becomes interesting.
It seems very cerebral. You have to know a load of shit before any of it is vaguely interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know enough that I'm just like, I know how that works. Oh, I know how that formed. Oh, this is cool. And I will tell you, it ruins completely going to see like panoramic vistas and stuff. Because you're just like, folding and faulting. And oh, look at that. And it's just like, it's really fucking nerdy. And people go, oh, what are you thinking of? Rocks.
Does it... Do you have that effect when you play certain computer games? You go around going, wait a minute, that can't possibly form there.
I have, in fact, had that conversation.
Because I've had that with kind of ruins, kind of ruins and stuff in games. It's kind of, that pillar does not make any sense. And stuff like that.
Well, that
World
doesn't
of Warcraft's a bastard for it because they have hover ruins. It just like,
hover ruins.
You'll get like kind of a circle of columns with a kind of a roof to them, but then they'll make them ruined and stuff, so bits will be missing.
Yeah.
But the top of the column's still there, but no bottom. Right, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't work in real life, people.
That means it's an anti-grav pillar. Because it's the pillars holding the roof up, not the other way around. It's you just look at it and think, does the person who designed that actually, look at any pictures ever?
Of ruins, no.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, particularly in the frickin' Badlands, is a nightmare as a geologist. It's just like, no. That's not how sand dunes work. That's not how rock formations work. God. I'm at that point where I just want to take a compass Clino and just go, no. 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 Anyway.
Yeah, right, yeah. But
I
to be honest,
guess
with games and stuff, I haven't done historical reenactment and all that. Oh, God, sometimes when you get fighting in games, I just start wincing. That's not how you use a fucking spear. What the fuck are you doing? Put that down. If you can't use it properly, don't use it at all. All the people have got this massive bastard sword and they're wielding it one-handed they're wielding it like a fucking rapier. Your arm would fall off. What the fuck? Yeah.
Oh, Final Fantasy games must be a nightmare for you.
Oh, no, when it's high fantasy stuff, it's fine because that's meant to be massively over the top, super bullshit moves. But when it's low fantasy, it just stands up like a sore thumb.
You're going to have to point this stuff out to me at some point.
Back scabbards.
Yeah, I can see how that would... You'd just chop your ear off after a while, wouldn't you?
No, you can't get the sword out. It's the wrong angle.
Fair enough. I will trust
really
you on
short
that.
sword. It's going to back scabbard for anything other than, say, you can maybe get away with the gladius, you know.
Yeah, because that's quite short.
Anything longer than that, you just wouldn't be able to draw it.
Huh. Interesting. But if it's a short sword, you might as well just have it at your hip anyway.
Yeah, because it's a short sword.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or a long knife, because the difference is... Actually, no,
minimal.
no. Well, there's more differences how they're made and weighted, really, but lengthwise there's minimal difference.
I was going to make a that's what she said joke. Anyway, I guess you could say that your future career was set in stone. Jesus Christ.
Exactly right, Melissa. I'm a chip off the old block.
Oh. It's painful, but I like him. We exchanged goodbyes and I departed, reflecting over the conversation. I'd nearly forgotten the original reason why I spoke to him and wondered what DeAndre would decide. Well, obviously he's going to stay.
Do you want to throw your degree away, or do you want to stay here for another couple of weeks and keep it?
Yeah, that's basically how that works.
What's he going to do?
What would I do in that situation? 4 years of my life or 2 weeks in a place that already has failed me once? Actually, when I say it like that, yeah. I'm not sure how that works.
But to be fair, an extra couple of weeks in a place he seems to find quite pleasant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with your wording. It makes more sense. Hopefully he would try again.
Oh, she failed at email. Okay.
I often fail at email.
Succeeded at book. And failed at game.
Typical. She's pretty stressed. We need to de-stress her. Okay, I'm gonna keep her off.
Just camp. Just nothing but camp. Just
hang on.
Stay at home, play games, and masturbate. That's
socialise internet. I'm gonna take her off volunteering and putting internet and gaming, and we're going to socialise and we're going to double socialise, people.
Double socialise.
And then we're going to browse the internet and socialise, and then we're going to do some studying because I feel like we're going to get told off if we do a full week without study.
Yeah.
So, and that should see us through. Let's go.
Yeah. So hopefully we won't go on a murder spree or something.
Halfway point, huh? Yes, we should be choosing our boy of choice at this point. And we should probably leave this episode there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're the one with the clock. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know how to tell time though. Anyway.
When the big hand points to the 2.
It's digital. Anyway, bye.
Bye.